Namaste. In this video, I'm going to discuss the uniqueness of solar eclipse, which is going to happen on June 21st, and the recommended practices for the day. First, let me start with an interesting fact about the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse is happening on a summer solstice day, the longest day in the year. Hence, the solar eclipse is going to be one of the longest. As I say this, I will also tell you about the eclipse timing. Eclipse starts on June 21, 2020 at 10:20 a.m. IST. It peaks at 11:59 a.m. People who are eligible should perform Tarpanam during this peak time. Rest others pray for your ancestors' moksha during this peak time. The solar eclipse ends at 1:42 p.m. IST. Having bath before the eclipse and after the eclipse is very important. You should have food only after having bath. You should cook and have food only after having bath after the solar eclipse ends. So, when we talk about eclipse in Sanskrit, the eclipse is called Uparagam, which means catching, darkening, or affecting. As per mythology, it is believed that the sun is engulfed by the nodal planet Rahu during Surya Grahanam, that is the solar eclipse, during this solar eclipse, because of Rahu's enmity towards sun. The complete story about this existence of Rahu and why it started to treat sun as its enemy is associated with the Samudramanthan event detailed in Bhagavata Purana. The earliest reference to the solar eclipse occurs in Rig Veda, the ancient text, one of the ancient texts. According to Vedic texts, eclipses are the indicators of the significant events, both good and bad, that will happen at mundane level. The transits of the major planets executes those events. What is so special about this upcoming solar eclipse? Many unique planetary configurations are happening during this solar eclipse. First, all the planets are hemmed between, that is, encircled between Rahu and Ketu. Secondly, 4 planets are turning retrograde, are going to be in retrograde motion during this solar eclipse, that is Venus, Mercury, Saturn, and Jupiter. And it is going to occur in 2 stars. This eclipse starts in the star Mrigasira and ends in Arudra star. And one more unique thing is that this solar eclipse is happening on a Sunday. This is an annular solar eclipse and will not cause much of disaster. In fact, with this unusual configuration, it can bring solution for all those problems caused by the previous eclipse, which occurred in December 26, 2019. Why performing Tarpanam is important in this solar eclipse? The sun is in the verge of completing his Uttarayana, Devayana, we call it as Devayana, and he is moving towards Dakshinayana, which is called as Vitruyana, the path of ancestors. So, performing Tarpanam in this eclipse day and praying for their liberation, for your ancestors' liberation on this day is very, very important. Performing Tarpanam and praying for them will help them to reach their destination and receive their blessings for your fulfilled life. Why fasting on this day? That is on solar eclipse day. The sun has lot of influence on earth and our digestion system. If you see, all the plants and animals, birds, insects follow sunrise and sunset. After sunset, most of the animals will not consume food. In ancient days, even humans were following sunrise and sunset. Our ancestors will not eat after sunset. In modern times, we call it as intermittent fasting. Sunlight is vital for proper digestion and good health, to have a good health. If you had noticed, you wake up foul-mouthed in the morning, while the siesta or the afternoon sleep does not create such instance. This proves that the daylight or the sunlight has the energy to kill the bacteria and induce proper digestion. So during this eclipse time, the sunlight will not be in its regular days, and because of the alignment of moon and earth, the sun rays are stopped for a while, which causes many bacteria to thrive, causing health issues or digestion issues. That is why it is recommended to fast during this eclipse time and take food only after the eclipse gets over, especially after having bath. Healthy people should not eat after 10 p.m. on the previous day, that is on 20th of June. Sick people and kids can finish their eating by 6 a.m. on June 21st. Why chanting mantra during this period? The entire cosmos is made up of energy. Even we are. The cycle of moon have an impact on us physically, psychologically, and energy wise. Same way the solar eclipse has the power. For example, if you're in a good mood, happy mood, somebody uses bad words, you will ignore it. If it is vice versa, the same words can flare up because of your bad mood. The words are same, but act according to the situations and emotions and feelings. Same way, the energy levels are highly receptive to chanting or listening to mantras during that time. So, chant or listening to mantra will bring multifold result. The spiritual practices done in empty stomach gives good result, while chanting mantra without eating will give multifold result. Before going to do's and don'ts, I would tell you which birth star people should perform remedy. The people born under Rohini, Mrigasira, Arudra, Chitra, and Dhanishta, they have to perform remedies after the eclipse gets over. Do's and don'ts on solar eclipse day. As it is happening on a Sunday, donating wheat and edibles made of wheat is recommended. Eclipse is happening in the sign Gemini, the house of communication. So, positive incantation is recommended during this eclipse time. Do not read or share negative subjects or news. Do not create panic by spreading rumors. Gemini is also called as mind inclination house. So this is the best time for you to nurture positive thinking. According to electional astrology, the stars which gets into eclipse will be eliminated for good events. So next 6 months, it is better to avoid Mrigasira star for any important or auspicious work. In a bowl of water, keep darba grass. If darba grass is not available, mix rock salt. After eclipse, without spilling, dispose the water in the kitchen sink or pour it to trees. Chant or listen to Vishnu Sahasranama, Mrityunjaya Mantra, and Rudram Chamakam. People who cannot do that can simply chant Om Namo Narayana or Om Namah Shivaya. Avoid non-vegetarian foods and alcohol throughout the day. If possible, sponsor to feed the poor or the needy. I was listening to a beautiful speech. In that speaker said, all the excretions of human stinks. At least the words which come out of us should not stink. So use positive words, sweet words, and soft words for the next 6 months. May the Almighty shower His choicest blessings on you and your family. Namaste.